Okay, it's October 13th, 12:11 p.m. That is Central Time. We've got a few minutes before we go completely live. We are live on YouTube right now, but our stream starts at 12:15. Where do we begin from here? Where do you begin when it is the actual beginning? Well, you start with the state of the world. Here we are, beginning our broadcast out of Clarksville, Tennessee, in the southeast region of the United States. Overall tone, you could say basically times are tough for the average modern American family. That would include race, religion, gender, any identifiers, and times are tough. The word struggle is experienced each day, from consumer purchases to decisions about children, to decisions about career, to decisions about time, having enough time to process and mentally and physically recover each week. But there are some bright spots. Tomorrow, on the 14th of October, is the Ring of Fire. And I believe this is pronounced annular eclipse. And it's supposed to be a spectacular display, especially in the western part of the United States, as it comes down Rocky Mountain plateaus and ranges, and then also down into the South American and Central American part of the Southern Hemisphere. Not sure if everyone would be able to see it everywhere in America, but my sources tell me that this is a spectacular portrayal of really the solar system, the actual here's how we could describe it. The sun and the moon will connect. The moon will cover the sun, and there will be an outer ring kind of flaring brightly but sharply around the moon. So black and then outer fiery looking ring. For folks in the United States, especially in the western part, Idaho, Oregon, possibly Washington, but moving down into Nevada or Utah, Nevada, and then down into South America, a good chance you'll get very good views of it tomorrow evening, around 8 o'clock. Okay, 12:15. Let's see. Since this is mainly just a test, we're going to see how far along we could get with just a simple stream. This is as bare bones as it gets. You just have live studio from YouTube, Charles Powell YouTube channel, and we're just using an onboard mic that comes with the laptop. So this is all part of a learning process. But yeah, what do we begin with? The technical side. See if I can learn how to stream over time, and if there's any technological upgrades that will be needed. I do have a camera package, but it looks like I'd have to get some kind of web presenter. I could increase the audio, the lighting, camera picture, and most likely some kind of speeds, buffering speeds, something like that. I do have a background in audio and video. Really, it just to get this concept of this going on, how would I start this? Hey, folks, just going on here. It's me, Charles. The concept of this is just to try to connect, really, just to try to connect with people. Cover the state of the world, cover the state of your area. Practice fact-driven analysis, scientific method, but also practice how to express your thoughts and opinions in a way that is trustworthy, respectful, and also humble so that you can continue to learn. I don't know any other way to do this anymore but to use the internet. So much of what I'm about is the human qualities of life. And so much of that is part of the connection that you receive when you sit with someone, you sit across from them in real life. IRL, as we say on the internet. With that said, I kind of give up. I'm trying to get people in a room. I could barely connect with my friends that I've had for almost 22 years at this point, unless it's by digital means. So I think we can pass the time just completely by with all the funny stuff, all the things that make us laugh, memes, funny comedic stuff, just pass it back and forth. Yeah, I'm all for that stuff. Personally, for me, though, I want to go deeper over the next 5-10 years so I can prepare for whatever is coming. And if I can connect with you, whoever's over there, and we can connect together, possibly we could see a positive, not necessarily easy path to take to promote safety, promote wellness, embody humanity. As the song goes, red, yellow, black, and white, they all are precious in his sight. His can be whoever you want. What I'm hitting on there is respect for humanity. Yeah, state of the world. Newsflash. This is a big word. Narcissistic personality disorder. It's actually 1, 2, 3. It's become apparent to me over the last few years when you start to see in yourself. Really, it starts within. You have to be able to see the evil inside of what you could be possibly portrayed as or become, to become aware of it. Right now, it seems like we are headed for the strongest narcissist on the planet, figuring out who's the strongest narcissist on the planet. And that will wage physical warfare. If it's not already started, it's been going on for a long time. Could it be that we need to cleanse the earth of this? Now, I'm not saying that narcissism is inherently bad. Being a motivated person, taking pride in your, each day that you have to present your best self. I don't find anything wrong with that. I don't find anything inherently wrong with going after your dreams. I also don't find anything inherently wrong with people being in leadership. What I do have an issue with, though, is this I'm right all the time mentality. And if you don't agree, then I've got to figure out how to protect myself. I'm hoping over the next 20 years, we can cleanse ourselves of these types of actions and these thinkings. Maybe it is mental health. Maybe everyone just needs to get cleansed from all this stuff. Yet here I am on the internet trying to connect, which is hard because I would totally want to be going against that and going totally away. But for right now, I think it is worth it to begin something. So I don't know. With that tangent said, I just want to continue to go on here and kind of go down the ranks here of this checklist. For this stream, the first thing that has to be figured out, like I said, the technical side, and then the concept of conceptualization of something that is overarching, where you can cover, what's going on in your community, what's going on nationally, and internationally. Kind of like an old school newspaper. What are the main things there? You have economics, you could have, dare I say, like entertainment, sports, those types of things. And then areas of importance, environmental and humanitarian issues, current events, and facts that drive a certain way of thinking. This will be something to consider, is how you go about deciphering what actually happens, because that has become a whirlwind these days. So mainly because facts and truth are very hard to present in ways that do not create division. Because belief gets very tricky. One thing I've been wondering is how facts and narrative play into worldview. And since I was a teenager, I wondered if worldview was what drove how you interpret facts. Anyways, a lot of different things. Real quick, my background is extensive as far as life lived in a way. As a 36-year-old male, I am a father of two. I am recovering in a lot of different ways. I am not afraid to say that I have gone through the ringer with surviving cancer, surviving divorce, surviving mental de-stress, substance issues, financial issues. With that said, it's all coupled with, I wouldn't go as far as to say idealistic point of view, but just an open point of view towards the world I see and the world I feel inside, or the world I perceive, or the world I study. And a lot of that has to do with the earth around. I mean, who isn't inspired to explore or travel? I'm definitely one of those people. So my world has brought me a lot of peace, turmoil, but also a lot of beauty. So I'd like to begin going on here and expressing it in a way that can be connected, hopefully to become aware of a foretelling of some sorts. Not be caught up in all the drama all the time. There's a lot of that going on. But finding the balance. There's a reason to go on here and share, because there's a balance and a path forward to take us to safety, possibly by the means of survival. But a path of the human spirit, the strength and courage and creativity of a world that looks outside of everything that is put in front of us every day. Call it a filter, but we need some more filters. We need some more people to cast a different outlook. So I feel to get on here today, not just because I feel strongly about this, and not just because I feel like I've been bottled up for so many years and call it catharsis, but I no longer can internalize everything. And I will continue to ask questions, but part of questioning is to be able to verbalize and communicate and connect in discussion, in conversation, in rebuttal, in disagreements, in agreements, so that we can continue to walk in some kind of grace and humility. Please, can we bring grace and humility back to this planet? So I just want to sign off as really this was just a test. Test once again of technical aspects. I have a dog. Of what a live stream is on YouTube, and conceptualizing a place to represent the heart and mind and soul of appreciating people and each person's community in a way that we can connect further and begin to build each other up and appreciate people. This really just comes down to, if all we're going to do is argue and see who else is right, then we are definitely headed for bloodshed. Bloodshed across the world. Could be inevitable. And it could be that we need strong, dare I say, autocratic leaders to lead us to that point. So yeah, back to conceptualizing what something like this could be. I'm going to go off for now. We're right at the 20-minute mark. If you are out there and you do see this right now, my head's 0 watching. Possibly someone will see this later. If you do connect, and if you are stumped that really this is the answer to connect on the internet, reach out to me. My phone number is 918-510-0777. That's 918-510-0777. Charles Powell, that's my name. And as I continue to process and think about this and hypothesize, I've kind of come to the conclusion that this is what I'll have to do. I'll have to use the YouTube live stream, slowly build a program, mainly because I was meant to do this. I was meant for communications. I was meant for media, and I have to step into this now. If we're going to be friends online, I will do my best to protect me and my family and respect yours. And with that respect, consider me an ally of the same protection and respect that I have here. Openness and honesty, but also safe communication is a value here. And hopefully this could become just a model for something else, something other than you're right or I'm right or no, you're right. There's no way you're right. Something else. I'm sure there's some bias inside of me. I'm very sure. And I'll watch out for stuff like that. But we aren't human necessarily without it. Going off October 13th, 12:35 p.m. Central. Peace.